Here comes the bunny with set. And racing, Corborn Legs hops out okay the inside. Don't Muzzle Me's heading across to the lead. Wider out on the track to Another Pearl going forward with Atomic Lass. They'd be followed through by Double Entendre looking for racing room. On the inside to Big Time Ranson saving ground. Homebush Melbourne's well back as they come the corner and Sprite on time. Don't Muzzle Me turns first from Corborn Legs. Another Pearl further back in the race to Double Entendre. Don't Muzzle Me races away and scores in the first. Tight for second and third. We had Another Pearl or Corborn Legs. Double Entendre got up for fourth. Then Atomic Lass and Big Time Ranson gaps back to Homebush Melbourne. And the last one to go by, Sprite on time. Racing, Spirit Run was slow. Absent Minded bounded well today and it's going to get to the lead. Mary's Bad Boy out wide is going forward. Followed right there too by Chirina Hill. Then we've got Spirit Run dashes past those two into second now to challenge for the lead. Back in the pack, Corborn Roman. Further back in the race here, we've got Homebush Magic, Mean As as well back, and so too Harsh Mistress. On the corner, Absent Minded in front. Spirit Run out wider. Further back then to Mary's Bad Boy and Chirina Hill in nicely Absent Minded. Spirit Run blew it at the start. Still ran second though. Followed across Mary's Bad Boy and then Chirina Hill, Corborn Roman. They're coming in gaps here. The last three to go by, Homebush Magic, Harsh Mistress, Mean As. Racing, that's King stepped out okay. Now very slow to go here would have been Nero, has lost about 5 lengths at the start. Now that's King and Thumbprint Tony share up the pace up and around the outside quite quickly though. Thrilling Luke, he's just got checked. Thrilling Luke and going back a stride or two. They'd be followed then by Nero, somehow got to third. Then behind them then to Homebush Spook and Thrilling Luke's just gone back another stride or two. Bedlam Bridge trying to work into the clear. Further back in the race then to Archie Bale. Down they come, galloping clear as Thumbprint Tony will upset them from. That's King. It's very tight for third here. Now we've got right there Thrilling Luke. Just beside that would have been Homebush Spook and Bedlam Bridge was back in behind those runners. Very interesting race. Nero was back with them. They'd be followed further back in the race by Zulu Mercedes and Archie Bale. Racing, Apollo stepped okay the inside. Spot on Maggie's got out well and Homebush Dawn's there early too. Apollo trying to recover Thrill on the inside. They'll be followed out wider there. Ollie Baxter, another Plane's trying to get round them but is trapped a little bit wide. Runs for gas, runs hard the inside. Talk It Over's well back, so's Powerhouse Lee. Into the straight they come. Spot on Maggie hard to catch. Apollo is trying hard. Further back in the race then to Ollie Baxter and runs for gas. Spot on Maggie first win on the track, does it from Apollo. Followed across there by Ollie Baxter comfortably enough third. Then we had runs for gas. Behind those runners there, we would have had another Plane and Homebush Dawn finished back in the pack with Talk It Over and Powerhouse Lee. Racing, Corborn Douse just a fair break the inside, bounding to the lead there was Another Fantasy. Going with it was Here Without You. Hunted one up and around the outside. Corborn Douse trying to push through, got up on heels though. Trying to drive into the race was Kaiser Max, then Ritzer Rose working into the clear. Is going to be a bit wide around the corner. Arcane Rampage is back. Corborn Douse has drifted. Rocket Ship Mac just ahead of them. In front is Another Fantasy, trying hard as Hunted one. Another Fantasy's in from Hunted one. Up for third, Rocket Ship Mac. They'll be followed through there by Kaiser Max. Wasn't a bad return to the races. Here Without You back and behind them alongside Ritza Rose. And further back in the race then to Arcane Rampage back with Corborn Doust. And racing, Boston Thunder out about midfield here, and jumping to the lead would have been Opawa J. Now Good Time Mike's pushed off the inside, getting past that Corborn Josh to second, then Good Time Mike. Getting under that was Opportunist. They'll be followed through then by, we've got Corborn Shadow. Boston Thunder, you'd think no chance as they swing into the straight. Very wide on the track is Good Time Mike. Down they come, and Opawa J gets that long overdue win and does it quite nicely here from Corborn Josh. Really good go the Miners. We've got Gummy Gumster close up, Opportunist right, but that might have got the bob in. And they'll be followed by Good Time Mike, who finished out wider on the track. Corborn Josh and Mike was second, just ahead of those runners, as I mentioned. They'll be followed back in the pack by Boston Thunder, who was never a winning chance. Bundor and Lass never in the call either. Back with them was Corborn Shadow. Here comes the bunny, about set to break, nearly there. And racing, Vegas Danny's come out okay, trying to cross the field. Will goes clear by 5 lengths now. Getting to second there would have been Kerry Lane. They'd be followed through by Homebush Marlow. Getting past that quickly they would have been Ginger Pat. Out wider was Bundor and Ladd. They'd be followed back in the pack, cutting the corner there would have been Corborn Bow. Radio Goo Goo is a long way back. Up they come, Vegas Danny, money spot on here. Kerry Lane easily second. Into third was Ginger Pat, then Bundor and Ladd. Followed back in the pack by Radio Goo Goo. Corborn Bow's finished a long way back with Flirt With Me, and Homebush Marlow, who began well, drifted to last. And racing, Wymack Dave, fair break the inside. Now Pure Lee has accelerated to the lead, and coming across too was Corborn George and Ira Stark. Wheelie Chili into fourth. They'll be followed back by Wymack Dave and Vinnie Baxter. Well back in the race, Kiribati Girl, Flying Blake. Up to the corner is Pure Lee in front, driving through on the inside there to Ira Stark. Wheelie Chili running on, and back and behind them to Corborn George. In front though, Ira Stark, and scores Arnie Clark a double for the day. Second to go by was Pure Lee. Then we had Wheelie Chili, followed in then by Corborn George and Vinnie Baxter back and behind them. Further back in the race then to Flying Blake and Kiribati Girl and Wymack Dave. Racing, Sweet Ruby Jane's come out well, and Corborn Maddie matches it early, and they'll be followed through there by Tarizar. Just beside them to Allegro Max and Always Welcome, trying to get up and around the outside there. Premier Division starting to progress forward. Graduation's got back, and Arcane Sabres last. Corborn Maddie's found the lead by 2. Tarizar right there though, then Allegro Max further back in the race as they swing the corner. Premier Division, Always Welcome. Ruby Jane spooked out of it at the first bend. Corborn Maddie in front and is hunting along nicely. Coming home well was Premier Division. I think might have grabbed second off Allegro Max. And close up there then Sweet Ruby Jane was coming again. Tarizar just fading on its run. Always Welcome back with that. Graduation back in the piece too when they crossed. And Arcane Sabre at the rear. Bunny on the run for the 10th. Just about set. And they race. Fashion and Fame goes to the lead with Red Mover Hoover coming after it early. Now Romeo was handy early. Varga Frost trying to get around them. They'll be followed by Caesar Chance trying to recover from a slow beginning. Unlikely attacks out wide. Shin Zigzag as well back coming to the corner. Alpaca's back with them. Fashion and Fame in front from Varga Frost. Caesar Chance further back in the race to Shin Zigzag. Fashion and Fame nicely. Varga Frost second. Caesar Chance third. Alpaca dashed home for fourth. Then Shin Zigzag. Unlikely attack. And the last pair here, Red Mover Hoover and Thou Romeo, who showed up early. Bunny on the run was set here, race 11. Racing, Sedgebrook Magic missed it astride, and Thrilling Toby's gone to the lead. Sedgebrook Magic comes underneath, followed through there by Another Habit, then to the bank. The outside of that there, we've got Tough Diamond. Malachi Magic has got well back. Also back in the pack here, Another Habit's drifted. Another Cruise is well back as they come up towards the corner. And racing off the track is Tamari Style. Around the bend, Sedgebrook Magic vulnerable though. Thrilling Toby down the outside, driving through to the bank on the inside. To the bank has scored from Thrilling Toby. Tough Diamond into third. Sedgebrook Magic got tired. Might not have even held fourth with Malachi Magic driving at it late in the piece. And they'd be followed back in the pack by Tamari Star, who went west on the corner. Another Habit back in the pack. I think copped a check around that first bend, and Another Cruise back with it. Rabbit on the run to the traps. Set. Racing. Cosmic Scramble gets out okay there. Bitcoin is showing up early. Then we've got Corborn Phillip between runners as Bitcoin gets to this lead. Boris starts the progress forward, and 10.1 is going with it. Cosmic Scramble's now back in fourth place, and Aeroplane Ritzy gets to fifth around that. Further back in the race then to Corborn Phillip. Botany Ritchie and Chloe's Prodigy tail off. Bitcoin turns in first. Boris is trying to come after. It's just Boris. And it comes down the outside and gets past Bitcoin. Back and behind them then to 10.1 Aeroplane Ritzy. Boris wins the last from Bitcoin. 10.1 Aeroplane Ritzy. Then Corborn Phillip and Cosmic Scramble. Funny race again, and further back the last pair. Botany Ritchie, he never warmed up today, and Chloe's Prodigy at the rear.